Hey Michelle, it's Jack with Onboard Landscaping here. I'm going to give you a walkthrough. A couple things to note before this walkthrough. This is coordinated to your exact, so the cool thing about this program is I can put in the exact coordinates. I can figure out what zone every plant should be in. Another thing to keep in mind is I know some of the images you sent me on Google, those were mostly sun to part shade perennials, mostly full sun perennials. Unfortunately, you're dealing with, especially on this right side of the door, this whole garden area is basically full shade. So it does limit our ability to use a lot of I don't know, what you typically think of like a flowery perennial, but there are still a lot of varieties of shaded perennials that we can use that offer a lot of variety, different blooming times, all that stuff. So first things first, we'll go through some of the evergreen elements. Obviously, you have the existing blue spruce. You'd have some dianthus poking out here to kind of be an edging plant for the driveway, a nice little accent for the driveway on the other side of that juniper. And then over here you've got, on both sides here, you have the evergreen element. So a lot of these are perennial, obviously. So during the winter, this is all going to vanish. It is, something I would advise having a backdrop that's evergreen. The nice thing about the boxwoods is they're a nice soft evergreen. They don't look like, a pine or an arborvitae. They're nice and soft. On this side, we have a little bit of room to play with in terms of what types of perennials. This side can tolerate a lot more sun than the other side. You've got some sedums here, alternating sedums, geraniums. You've got blue bellflower alternating with some foam flower. Nice little alteration there. And I did kind of go with your some of the suggestions on the pictures were kind of that crowded but like not really planned out look to it. And then you've got on this side we start getting into the shaded area. You got all gold Japanese forest grass here, a bleeding heart to accent as kind of a point of interest plant here. You've got catmint, catmint, catmint. You've got a stilby, a stilby. This is stilby, should probably be here. Got a stilby, stilby, a stilby, a stilby. You've got some hydrangeas along the fence here to kind of fill that large open space by that birch tree. You've got black beauty snake root, a nice triplet right here. Some hostas to kind of shove back in this, some big leaf blue hostas to kind of shove back in this corner to occupy some space back here. You've got alternating or like a dye pattern of coral bells going through here. Hellebore, a triplet of hellebore, a triplet of this is foxglove. Then you've got a random variety of hellebore, bleeding heart going through here. I would recommend building, and since we're going to be doing the sod, this would all be kind of bermed. So when we're putting down new soil, I would suggest putting down some composted soil and kind of bring up that elevation for this garden bed. It makes it, not only does it make it look more pronounced, but it does offer a better environment for the plants to grow in. So after we've got that, you've kind of got this mirrored effect. So you've got that hellebore, foxglove, then in the middle here you've got bleeding hearts and ligularia, the other plant. So these are bleeding hearts here, and these are ligularia. I'll send a diagram over as well. But you've got this mirrored effect because it's hellebore, foxglove, bleeding heart, and ligularia, foxglove, hellebore. So you've got that mirrored effect going from here to here. And then you've got a little ring of coral bells around the front of this tree. And then coming down here along the arborvitae wall, we might have to extend some of these garden borders as well. I figured if you're going to do this garden border that kind of stretches into the tree over here, you might as well send it all the way and actually, fill the space up, maybe widen it a little bit. Like I said, berm it. So it looks like it's professionally done. Also over here, you've got more black beauty snake root to kind of play off of the snake root over there, more bleeding heart, more coral bell to kind of tie everything together over here. So this is the original design. Obviously we can make alterations, but I think this is a great variety of shaded perennials. I think it's a very unique variety of shaded perennials, so you guys just let me know what you think. This is a full design. what I gave you guys was just let's fill some of the space, 3 of these, 3 of those, 3 of these, but this is like an official design. So let me know what you guys think and I can get you a price for it.